Long ago, in a vast and beautiful forest, there lived a fierce and powerful lion named Basuraka. He was the undisputed king of the jungle, but instead of being a kind ruler, he was cruel and greedy. Every day, he hunted animals, not just for food, but also for fun. He killed far more than he needed, causing fear and sadness throughout the forest. The animals were terrified of him. Families of deer, rabbits, monkeys, and even mighty elephants lived in constant fear. They could not enjoy the peaceful life they once had because the lion's hunger knew no bounds. One day, the animals gathered in a secret meeting deep inside the jungle. The wise old owl, respected by all, said, "We cannot continue living in fear. If this continues, our entire forest will be destroyed. We must find a way to stop the lion's endless hunting." A clever fox suggested, "Instead of letting him hunt freely, we should offer him one animal every day. That way, he will not kill everyone, and the rest of us can live in peace." The idea seemed reasonable, and after much discussion, the animals decided to approach the lion with their proposal. The next morning, a large group of animals cautiously approached the lion's cave. They bowed before him and said, "O mighty king, we are your loyal subjects, and we understand that you need food. However, your constant hunting is destroying our community. We have a humble request. Please do not hunt on your own. Instead, we will send you one animal every day to be your meal. That way, we can live without fear, and you will never have to hunt again." The lion thought for a moment. This plan sounded good. He wouldn't have to waste his energy hunting, and food would come to him on its own. With a loud growl, he agreed, "Very well. But remember, if my meal is ever late, I will hunt down as many of you as I want." The animals, relieved that they had at least stopped the daily massacre, agreed to his terms and left. From that day onward, each day, a different animal was chosen by the community and sent to the lion's cave. The poor animal would say goodbye to its family and walk to its doom. The lion, pleased with his easy meals, remained in his cave, satisfied. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. The animals lived in fear, but at least most of them were safe. However, the time soon came when it was the turn of a rabbit to be sacrificed. The rabbit chosen was not only small and weak, but also very clever and wise. As he was being sent to the lion, he thought, "I must find a way to save myself and my fellow animals from this cruel beast. I cannot fight him with strength, but perhaps I can use my intelligence." The rabbit walked slowly, delaying his arrival on purpose. He took a long, winding path, making sure he reached the lion's cave much later than usual. Meanwhile, the lion grew impatient. As time passed, he became angry and restless. He roared so loudly that the entire forest trembled. Birds flew from trees, deer ran in fear, and even the mighty elephants shuddered at the sound of his furious growl. Just then, the tiny rabbit finally arrived. He bowed before the lion and said, "Oh, mighty king, please forgive me for being late. It is not my fault." The lion, his eyes burning with rage, growled, "Not your fault? How dare you come late? I will punish all the animals for this." The rabbit quickly said, "Wait, my lord, let me explain. I was on my way here when another lion stopped me. He claimed to be the true king of the jungle and said that I should be taken to him instead of you. He wanted to eat me himself, but I told him that you are the real king, and no one is mightier than you. However, he laughed and challenged you. He said that if you are truly strong, you should come and fight him." The lion's fury grew. "What? Another lion? In my jungle? How dare he challenge me? Take me to him at once." The clever rabbit led the lion deep into the jungle toward an old, abandoned well that was filled with water. Standing near the well, the rabbit pointed inside and said, "My king, look. He is hiding inside." The lion peered into the well. The clear water reflected his own face. However, being foolish and blinded by anger, the lion thought that his reflection was another lion staring back at him. To make matters worse, when the lion growled, The echo of his roar came back from the well, making him believe that the other lion was growling back at him. Completely enraged, the lion roared loudly and jumped into the well to attack his enemy. The moment he jumped, he fell deep into the water. Since the well was very deep and slippery, he could not climb out. The lion struggled, thrashed, and roared, but there was no escape. Soon, he became exhausted and drowned. The rabbit, watching from the edge, smiled and quickly ran back to the forest. He gathered all the animals and announced, "The cruel lion is dead. We are free." The animals cheered and danced with joy. They celebrated the clever rabbit's bravery and intelligence. From that day onward, the forest lived in peace and harmony, and the small rabbit was respected by all as the hero who saved them from the lion's reign of terror.